I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show.
Damn, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We back again into perspective. The team, your boy Bush. You feel me? King Buddha from the Cheech
You
House.
already know King Buddha.
No, be rad in the building, man. It's crazy stuff going on. But we on it, you know. What's good though? What's good? King Buddha, what up with you, man?
Not much, man. Just celebrating some new music, dropping all that shit, dropping edits and all that. But thank you for having me. Be rad. Thank you for having me.
Yo.
You already know into perspective.
For sure.
What's going on, fellas? Everybody good?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you was kind of pissed last night's show, but it's all right. We got over
it. Damn, I missed that, yo. I passed out. I don't know. I've been dealing with a migraine lately. So
I was getting worked up.
Yeah, we definitely had a good show. Anyway, shit. Today, we about to get on some things, man. But first, you know, before we get to the main topic, actually, my girl sent me a video I want to show y'all and see what y'all think about this, especially B-Rad, because he had a lot of things to say about, you know, this place. Well, let's get into it straight off the bat. Into perspective.
Let's go.
For this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go. Come on, let's go. America does not want to fight its sons and daughters the war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your inventiveness as leaders. Ouch. This is wrong. And nobody wants to fight for Israel. Ouch. No one wants to fight for Israel.
His hand. Oh, his hand.
Really?
Israel is the...
This is where we're at in America?
What you mean by that?
Wow. We just drag people out of courtrooms? No more, sir, can you step outside?
He said what he had to say. And what he posted, we supposed to let him just sit there and scream forever. He said what he had to say. Now you talking too much, basically, I think.
Listen, I saw this shit on Instagram. I've been reposting shit that has been repost worthy. Not saying that he's not repost worthy. I'm just saying this is not something big. This happens all the time in courtrooms. But now we're gonna make a big deal out of it because he's wearing a U.S. Navy SEAL.
No, it was a Marine. It was a Marine uniform.
Whatever.
It shows what one dedicated Marine can do. It took 6 guys to drag his out, and he didn't even raise his voice. I give him credit. I didn't even see this. No one's about. I could hear what he was saying. But I'm just saying, it took 6 dudes, and he didn't even get worked up and start yelling.
I feel that we're just dragging it because he has a uniform and. If it would have been some, it happens to anybody in the low income community every day, unjustly, just because they'll say something like, "No, sir, that's wrong. Get him out of this courtroom," and they'll drag him out like motherfuckers was trying to rob a bank.
For this war, America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go. Come on, let's go. America does not want to fight its sons and daughters the war for Israel. Your inability to name that shows your inventiveness as leaders.
I mean, he wasn't going to get his point across like that anyway.
They definitely jumped.
What were they at? Where were they? What was going on there?
Context behind this for sure. Man, it's like honestly that all we got is that clip. Buddha, you said you seen you seen it too. You got any context, or do I gotta look that up?
No, I don't have no more than that. That's the one clip that's been circulating from that point to his arm. Watch out for his arm. That's as far as it goes. We don't got no more. But I can almost tell you, I remember last time that we were at war, there were the 2 army officials that were against it. They got dragged out for doing the same shit too. They were trying to speak up. I guess people see this as a moment that they can inject a viral you could say bookmark or question, so that way we could start opening that topic. I think he knows that this was going to happen, you know?
Yeah, but you know what the thing is, what people are really saying is, you know, the Israel thing. As soon as he mentioned that, it went crazy, and they're like, "Oh, get him the hell out of here!" You know, that's what the conspiracy theorists are saying. Like, "Oh, see, the power is real." You know what I mean?
Now let me ask you, Bush. Well, I don't know much about it, so I don't want to say something that would be like, "Oh, just to the troll," right? I want to be fair. Who do
Mm-hmm.
you believe? Like, are you which side? I would say you are like Palestine or
There ain't no
Israel.
I'm a human being. I'm on a human being side. What you mean? But that with that situation, I don't know. It's too complicated. I don't know nothing about that, but I want peace over there. You know, I want everybody.
That's overall just no more people dying. Like, stop it.
That's all I'm. You know. So why? But he was that some treason stuff? A soldier?
That's treason. Well, that's treason.
A soldier screaming and yelling, "We don't want war."
Absolutely not treason. It's not treason.
Speaking against your government like that, treason.
Fuck
He should
that.
be
What do you
thrown in
mean?
jail.
It's
He should be
every
thrown in
war.
jail for that outburst.
Bullshit.
He should
What do you
know
mean?
better.
Anybody who's willing to
He
wage
should
war,
know better.
anybody who's willing to go to war, and that man put on a Marine uniform, so he was willing to go to war whether he did or did not. But I'm saying anybody who's willing to go to war better be just as adamant about speaking against it as well.
Listen, respectfully, Mr. Marine sir, like you should be thrown in jail in contempt of court for that shit.
Why? Why? Because
he know better.
He questions the agenda of
not at that time. You don't like you can't ask your girl about the parking ticket when she's about to.
When you pay taxes to your girl, when you put your life on the line for her, you could do
not a good time when she's deep throating. You know what I'm saying? Right here, there's a deep throat moment. He can't be talking right now. You know what I'm saying?
He thinks he's the other way.
As a patriot and as a Trump lover, he's definitely going against the country when he's saying, "Oh, we don't want to go to war for this and that." And you
Trump lover?
That's not no type of when you go in as you put on that soldier uniform, you go to war.
Did you hear what he said? He said he said we shouldn't be going to war for Israel, meaning Israel shouldn't be pulling the strings and deciding whether or not American troops are going to go.
That's what he means by that.
That's what he's saying. He's not against our military going to war. This is a Marine.
He's like, this is not an American war.
These guys are about war. Every Marine, whether you're a cook,
they love that shit.
You're all war fighters. You know what I mean? He's just saying the reason we're going to war. Don't let it be some other country's reason. Let it be our own reason. Don't fight.
This might give us some context on the situation. You know what I mean?
This war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Come on, let's go.
Wow, yeah, he didn't even say nothing but that very loud, you know?
America does not want to say it's sons and daughters.
No, but
the war for Israel.
We also need to
know. Inability.
We can't hear you when I'm playing. You said you want to know where he's at and everything else.
No,
so let's.
I'm gonna find out right now.
Listen, the Marines love war so much.
As leaders, this is wrong. No. And nobody wants to fight for Israel.
Well, he speaks for me too, you know. Bro, if I would have been there, they would have took both of us.
Please stand up as a Marine. Stand up.
Right? No Marine stood up, yo, bitch ass niggas.
They looking at him. They looking at him like the bitch ass nigga.
Bro, listen, if he was a Trinitario, he said that.
As a grip, I'm gonna be grip. I say yes, sir, to the key grip, and I go and I move.
Imagine that was a key grip.
Check it out. Yeah, but check it out. This is what it is. So, Marine veteran and Green Party Senate candidate Brian McGinnis was forcibly removed from a U.S. Senate Armed Service Subcommittee hearing on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. on March 4th. During the hearing on Iran, he stood up and shouted, "No one wants to fight for Israel."
That's crazy.
So this isn't public court. This is a fucking armed subcommittee meeting, like the Joint Service.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just a meeting. All right. So why couldn't they let him speak his little piece and then move on?
Because he was interrupting, and this isn't business for people to comment on. They're stating
but that's what I'm
whether or not they want to go to war with Iran and what the reasons behind it are for.
I feel they overdid it.
Statement. I think they overdid it too. I think they definitely overdid it too.
Look at that.
But they could absolutely ask him to stand up and be removed from the court. And if he doesn't leave, then you zip tie him and you take him out. But you don't do this. This is fucking insane.
And then it's these toy ass cops. These motherfuckers ain't never been to war. These bitch ass niggas in the courtroom. Slap the shit out of one of you motherfuckers. Straight up, bro. Pussies.
He's a soldier. He deserved more respect than this. This
Way
is
more
crazy.
respect.
It's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like a Marine. He probably looked like he an OG too. He looked like he put in some work.
He is an OG. He's somebody's grandfather, bro. That's crazy. You dragging him out like that, you wilding for the night. Look.
It looked like he put on for the team, basically saying, and he the only one that had, the cojones to put on and let everybody.
Probably a Marine. He probably a Marine. Pussy.
But
you crazy.
Nobody wanted to go to war. Nobody wanted to go to war when we went to every war. I'm sure they didn't, but you got to do what you got to do, though, Playboy. Sorry.
Yeah,
so,
man.
This is nothing new of people that are, former soldiers and stuff speaking out against current wars, not wanting younger soldiers to go over and fight a war that they don't necessarily believe in.
Being a Marine, no different than a grip.
No, of course. And this guy's not advocating for no fighting at all. He's just saying specifically in this situation, he believes
we're not moving the lights.
Israel's battles, but Iran is a threat. Iran is
for the gaffer, and we don't want to move the lights for the gaffer. We want to move the lights.
Imagine it wasn't like, yo, we're not gonna fight for Israel. Imagine it was, we're not moving the fucking lights anymore. They're like, no, you gotta move those Aries. No.
In other news, the Grips have started an uprising against production.
That's electric, motherfucker.
Lot 4 is under heavy lighting.
Once we put the lights on the lift, it's you, bro. That's not us no more.
So B-Rad, majority of Americans are happy with what's going on in Iran and this whole situation. I beg to differ. I don't think so. I know some people are because, we a lot of people are super patriotic all of a sudden because Trump and they love Trump and I get it, But my thing is a lot of people ain't with this war, Obviously, look at this guy. He's a Marine.
Yeah, man. He's scared.
Yeah, but check it out. Our entire lives, because we're all roughly the same age, our entire lives. Who's been that one big bad wolf out there besides Russia? It's Iran, and they're hand in hand with Russia, and they fucking threaten people constantly. And then look what happens: Israel bombs them, and the U.S., whenever we go into war with them, they just start launching rockets at everybody around them. These people are just scumbags, and it's not even the Iranian people; it's the regime that's in charge. Fuck these people! Get rid of them. Get rid of them. They've been doing nothing but threatening.
Have you guys been
my entire life?
How crazy. After these people, get rid of them. Who are you talking about? Get rid of?
Yeah, B-Rad. Who?
The Ayatollah's regime, the fucking Islamic psychopaths that are.
Oh, the Hamas niggas.
They just fund Hamas. You have to understand the government of Iran is by the Ayatollah, and he's an Islamist psychopath, and they fund they fund 90% of the terrorism around the world.
No, B-Rad.
The Houthis, all these fucking people are supplied by Iran.
B-Rad, and Bush. Did you guys see Andrew Tate's post?
No.
You should look for that shit. He's walking through the streets and he has something to say about the war, bro. And Andrew Tate is a clip. It's circulating. Trust me, it's viral. Him walking around like, yo, none of that shit is all a movie, bro. He said it's all a movie. He said, right now, it's all a movie. They hitting empty U.S. Compounds. They know what they're doing. The missiles the drones that are being intercepted, they know about it. He said, yes, some shit got hit and there was some fire and whatnot. But he was walking through the street. He said, yo, because he's there right now. He's in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
he's like, y'all niggas is watching a movie right now.
Get the hell out of Dubai.
The only thing I saw about Dubai is that a hotel got a little bit damaged when pieces of a fucking rocket that were shot out of the sky fell down. I didn't see anything.
It's a bunch of shit up. You want me to show y'all right now?
I've seen there's been a bunch of fucking rockets got launched in all their bordering countries. I'm just saying, why would they even do that?
Yeah, a lot of shit. 1,000 rockets got intercepted. I mean, I don't give a damn. I mean, I don't need to be here.
What if we're getting 9/11 again? With the plane hitting the building, then the plane pancaking, and what? The first floor exploded. Are we getting 9/11 again?
You can't allow the scumbags of the world to be scumbags because they might do something if you stop them. These people are gonna do something wrong regardless. We need to take them out.
You go in every country and
the world again.
There's a lot of
The whole world seems to be against Iran on this one. Everybody seems to be backing America and Israel on this one.
I think Iran is playing ball with us. They part of the movie.
Let me tell you something. Every country think everybody else is bad. Every single country. You go to Africa, Asia, Europe, all that. They think they the ones, and everybody else is. You feel me? So it's like, wait a minute, who's bad and who? How could we just invade somebody's country because we say they bad? You feel me? And they looking at us.
This isn't something, Bush. This isn't something new. This shit didn't just kick off last week.
This hasn't been in play
forever. This has been going on with Iran, and they're at their weakest. So at their weakest, we decided, along with Israel, it's time to fucking do something about these people. So
these people,
they bombed, like the Ayatollah, specifically, not the people of Iran, not the Iranians, the regular people. They're just regular people.
I'm fucking with you.
You gotta watch the words, people, but they're not people to us. They say they're monsters. They want they want to kill innocent people, all that. Nah, they're not people. So when you say people get it confused. Like you talking about the Iranian citizens that go to work
no.
Do they think?
That's what I was asking you.
The Ayatollah, the government, the Iranian government.
But didn't they take out a dude already?
They killed the Ayatollah. Yeah, the guy.
Okay, then so then that's it. Half the work is done.
No, well, it gets more gangster than that. Check it out. So they killed him immediately in the first minute of the strikes. They bombed and killed him immediately. So they took the leader, right? Then the 80 next guys in line, they all got together as like a group to decide who's going to be the next Ayatollah.
Yeah, but that's what we do, though.
So they bombed that room too and killed all 80 of them too.
Absolutely, because we can't have nobody that's not in our team. We got to put somebody that's on our team, or else we kill that dude for no reason.
Not even our team. Somebody who's for the Iranian people.
No. Of course, he got to be Iranian and all that shit. He just got to be fucking with us, bro.
Well, I mean, it would be smart if they did, but see how it goes the other way, or just don't threaten us.
That's how we took all the fucking South, the South America. That's how we took that shit. We take it just
Iran. Over the last 50 years, Iran has been responsible for 90% of the terrorism and almost all the terrorism.
Oh my God, those are some crazy statistics.
And the entire Middle East is not down with what these fuckers are doing right now. So if they get knocked off the block and somebody else takes over Iran and they go back to being Persia or wherever they want to do, and they chill it out, the Middle East might actually see real peace for the first time.
I don't think there's ever going to be peace over there, because over there you have sheiks, you have warlords. You know, that shit is normal over there. You know what I'm saying?
That's localized. When
motherfuckers will blow up your car.
Right, but that's localized. That's tribal shit. That's going to go on in West Virginia between families. But when you don't have an entire country, a superpower, Iran, fucking state sponsoring it.
Oh, I get it. We
very different story.
We cut their nuts off. And that way they're neutered, but we're not. And then we're like, hey, bro, we could piss on your fucking tree.
Because we don't go around fucking terrorizing the world and setting off car bombs and using little kids as human shields and shit like they do.
Yeah, we would never do that.
On top of the Marines' point was he doesn't want to do this for Israel. Is that a valid point? Or, you know what I mean? Because it's like you're saying, oh, they're terrible. We need to do this, and that. But he's saying he don't want to do it for Israel.
That's understandable. That's a big conversation in America.
But what if
are we acting on behalf of Israel, or does Israel?
No, be right. But what? Be right. What if they want us to jump in for them?
They do. What do you mean? They do. We give an insane amount of money to Israel. We give them a lot of weapons. They give us a lot of.
So that's the problem. That they're like, yo, jump in.
No, this is coordinated. We said, okay, you guys are going to do this when we do this. Like, they're running ground missions. We're bombing people. Like, we're doing the same shit. Like, we're working together with them. People are saying that we're doing Israel's bidding for them. They're our ally. What do you mean? Like, that's how it works. They do a lot of
that's crazy, because I feel like, yo, if you ain't throw a punch, then why you want me to throw a punch?
We have the biggest ally.
I feel like they should have fought the war, and then when they were losing, then we jump in, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
What do you mean? Iran admitted twice to trying to kill Donald Trump. They ran to assassination.
I'm saying, but we wasn't. Them niggas didn't even phase us, nigga. Everybody trying to kill us.
What are you talking about? They're the biggest fucking thorn in our side besides Russia.
You telling me Kim Jong-un not trying to kill Trump?
Iran is not some new fucking target on America's fucking.
You telling me that Russian dude not trying to kill Trump?
Yeah,
everybody
but do you understand if we take out Iran, we take away all the oil that goes straight to Russia and China on the black market.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The China
and if
shit.
you take away the oil from Russia and China, you take away their ability to make war and to make any kind of product in general, and they will implode. So if we can take over and get a good person in Iran, someone who's not a psychopath, and stop selling oil to our enemies. That could be
because if anything, we could always call them niggas to pop off if China try to pop off on us. That's what you're trying to say?
Well, what it looks like is like China might come after us because of this.
Because we're doing this crazy shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But in the past, couple of months, we've seen Donald Trump and the U.S. military go around and just take out individuals,
people and targets. Bro, can I say? Hold on.
Letting the world know that they can't do that, and we can.
Venezuela had a lot of power from the drugs and money, but he shut them down. Iran super powerful oil and stuff, and they got friends just like Venezuela have friends, but we're gonna see what's going on. But nobody can mess with our military though. I'm positive.
Listen.
What you gotta say, Ken?
For the military, bro. I was watching 60-second clips of these guys flying jets. My goodness. There hasn't been a Hollywood movie to do some shit like the real thing, bro. I'm talking about 5,000 bullets. With no commercial breaks, no Coca-Cola shit, no ads, no nothing. Just and the plane is literally flying and the bullets are trailing the plane. And I'm like,
they got a switch on it too? Damn. No.
Bro. And then you see the heat-seeking missiles. And you see the pilot, he just lets go of some shit that's poof, and it just opens like little flares and the missiles in midair. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I never even seen it in a Michael Bay movie.
Intercept thousands of missiles. When you could intercept all these missiles, that's crazy right there. First of all, it's like
newfound respect for these people.
Out of here. Boom. That's crazy.
I don't know what they practice.
How they do that with the plane still going in the air and all that? They know what's the missiles. They know all that.
Bro, I would have flew right into the bullet. The bullets are going. I would have flew into it. These guys are doing circles around it. Here's the worst part. They fly away and they spin back. And they shoot directly at the guy, shooting the gun that hasn't stopped the whole time. It hasn't stopped. They're coming back and shooting at the gun. I'm like, nah.
No.
I never even seen that in a movie. Not even in a movie.
King Buddha might have joined, but let's get on to the next topic. Hey,
we have a superpower. I never knew what a superpower was until I saw the pilots. Listen, I respect everybody in military, but the pilots, bro, those are like fucking angels. Like, God had angels, and they don't get too much fame. Those are the guys. Snipers.
America just scored. An American pilot just scored
superior
the first air-to-air kill in a fucking combat dogfight. Like in a plane since like Vietnam, because we haven't fought anybody with an air force in 50 years. And then we sunk an Iranian
salute to all the pilots
in the ocean. A submarine shot it with a torpedo. That's the first ship to be torpedoed since World War II.
Bro, I'm ordering me a pilot suit. I'm gonna wear that next week. Pilot suit all week long, honoring the U.S.
Definitely letting the world know what we could do. He's showing off the military. He's showing off the power. And that might be a good thing. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, man, one thing people thought Trump was going to do is save them. The richer people, the people that had a little more money. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like they thought, oh, Trump in? We ain't got to pay taxes. Fuck you. We ain't paying nothing. You feel me? Certain artists trouble. You feel me? And it's going down. We switching it up, but I'm just saying, the people that had a lot of money, I feel like they had the ideas when Trump got in office that they ain't about to pay shit.
No,
I don't think anybody thought that.
Because details, but Swiss Beatz 7-something million tax trouble, 5.7 million. That's crazy money. And then $3 million? That's real money. You feel me? That's crazy money. I don't want y'all to answer the question yet. Let's just play the content. Then we gonna speak on it real quick though. Watch this though, man, because she get crazy.
He didn't even want to give the government in the city, the country of Malaysia back that money that he received illegally to do no work at all. And the federal government is trying not to charge him. So they're being nice about it, like by asking for the money back. And he says, I ain't got it. I ain't fucking got it, okay? Joe Loho gave him money, gave him, what's the guy name from the Fugees? Michael, what's his name?
Wyclef?
Not Wyclef John.
Proswell?
That's in prison right now for all that.
Proswell.
Ay.
Oh, remember that Wyclef John interview we did on that little boy? He said that him and Wyclef John was sticking their fingers in each other's butts in the closet, allegedly. Who? Michael Price. Okay, so Michael Price got almost 15 years in jail for taking money. For taking money from the same man you took money from. Kamora Lee Simmons' husband is in jail for taking money from the same money you took from.
Russell Simmons is in jail?
The federal government got your ass up in court trying to save the money so that you won't spend it on Alicia Keys.
Oh, God.
Who ain't worked, and God knows when the last time Alicia Keys had a job. Please tell me, she met him and retired.
Oh, my God.
And did.
Whoa.
She aired all the dirty laundry. Jesus Christ.
Swiss Beatz, a guy who did the verses, who we thought was taken off of the verses, a guy who produced numerous mad hits, platinum all day long, Rough Riders, EMX, like, and every other rapper you know, from Jay-Z to everybody else, Lil Wayne, whoever, is in this type of tax trouble. Now, Fat Joe went to jail for, I think he owed $1 million. He went to jail for some months. Swiss Beatz, if he ain't got this bread, he facing jail time, because they'll put your ass in jail for that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Listen, first of all, they haven't seen what happened to fucking Wesley Snipes. That nigga did real time for that shit. Like, time.
I think, yeah. So it's like, what's going on with them? No, how a guy that's making that much money generate, and then Alicia Keys, yeah, she said she ain't been working. She been chilling with her babies, I guess. And Swiss probably like, I'm gonna take care of you. What's going on with that? Like, you live. The problem with being famous, you live a life to where you got to keep up the security, keep up this, keep up that. You can't be, so it's very expensive. But if the money ain't coming in and you not paying tax, how you don't pay that much in taxes? That's crazy as hell. You try.
This guy's not paying taxes at all. I think his problem is.
I mean, if you owe, let's say he owes $7 million in taxes, right?
He's not paying taxes.
Say 25 to 40% of that is probably going to be like fines and penalties. But still, how much money you got to make to owe $3 or $4 million in taxes? You got to not pay taxes on like
he probably got like 5 years without paying taxes.
He made a lot.
I don't think that's last year.
It could be something small for a couple of jobs that he did and he ain't paid. That's what it could be too. But then like he made a lot of money. He has some big things, big shit going on.
No, don't got nothing going
it's
on.
probably only
Okay,
for like
y'all. We got another one on the chopping block. Right on the street is Swiss Beatz could be going to prison. He could be going to jail too for taxes. Lord have mercy. Is they broke too? Is Alicia Keys going to have to go on tour back?
Like,
what's up with their catalog?
Something going on.
That? Huge catalog. Swiss Beatz made beats for everybody. That nigga was everybody's producer. They were passing that motherfucker around like a water bottle at a fucking rave. You kidding me?
Everybody.
Yeah.
No, man. Where's his catalog? What did he do? He did something wrong here.
I remember he was like, he came out talking about, we need to put money together for these rappers, the legends, and all the OGs. I thought that was cool, but now was that a finesse?
No.
He was trying to put together a piggy bank.
He was raising awareness because he was gonna be on that list.
Oh, did he just say paying taxes too? What the fuck? Hold on, rewind. First thing the mind say, "Oh, look at B-Rad. Oh, welcome." You,
Hey, where?
What's up, boys?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
did you hear the first thing he said? They need to be paying taxes. Are you serious?
To the people who started hip hop, that would be nice.
On an internal perspective, Cheech, I was like, he's in tax trouble. And I found this content where he talking about somebody needs to be paying taxes. My God. Everybody, us poor folk, gotta pay taxes, homie, and you think you don't gotta pay taxes, my nigga? I don't want you to go to jail. You're a legend.
Yeah.
But, like I said, Fat Joe went to jail. He a legend too, man. But let me go.
We need to be paying taxes to the creatives of hip hop that gave us our freedom of speech to move forward.
I agree with it.
You kind of has a pretty good point there. I mean, I got a chance to hang out with some of these older guys, and they kind of could use a pick me up. So, how do you feel about it, Brad? Do you feel like rappers should pay taxes, to pay homage to the old school?
Yeah, pay for hip hop's name.
That's
Everybody using this shit. Pay the Bronx. It's fucked up that we gave hip hop. We gave the world hip hop, man. And motherfuckers got hip hop out of us. We fucking supplied the whole world with a genre that has been feeding people for like 5 decades. And the Bronx is the shittiest fucking borough in the fucking 5 boroughs. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. We don't got no fucking money.
You gotta keep that hunger strong. You gotta keep that hunger strong.
Fuck that bullshit. Give us a penny for everybody that got their money.
I'm kidding.
That really put the respect on the Spanish name. Guess what else they did that's really bigger than hip hop now? That reggaeton shit. You seen who's at the Super Bowl? Bad Bunny. They created that now out of that. That's all African. First of all the whole rhythm, everything from hip hop to the this and that. But I'm just saying, like, now look at that music, and they wanted to hate on that, but look at how big it is. It was the most viewed. You can hate all you want, but you can't deny the numbers and hate on that. That's crazy. You know
because there's. You know what it is? There's a misconception of what people don't understand. Like, there's people who go platinum in Mexico and nobody ever heard of them, because in Mexico there's so many people and they all support. So when you're watching the Super Bowl and you got somebody like Bad Bunny, you're not just gonna have all the Mexicans watching. You're gonna have the whole island of the Dominican Republic, the whole island of Puerto Rico, the whole island of Cuba. You understand what I'm saying? We are more in numbers. Yo, listen, North, South, Caribbean. We are more in numbers as tribes and natives than we could take over any continent, to be honest with you.
That's true, though. Y'all got this shit like locked everywhere.
You know?
And giving some money for those that came before me to pave the way. I think this is a great gesture.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna want to.
It's interesting that T.I. is coming up with this. I'm sorry. That what's his name?
He called the brat T.I.
Swiss Beatz started that idea. They need to pay taxes, but he don't believe in paying tax. That's great.
But money there, $5 for something they need.
Some of y'all around with y'all money and y'all broke in these streets. So why should these people get help?
You talk about people who are going out throwing parties. And,
Did he say why?
Party promoters, but
oh fuck!
Listen to what he said. He says they're going out spending money in the street, throwing fucking parties. Why should we give them a retirement fund afterwards?
It don't fucking matter what they do with the money. They fucking gave you a genre that allows you to throw a party.
And they got paid, but they got paid.
Fuck! Now you booking rappers? The fuck? What about us? Don't worry if we smoke crack with the fucking money, bro.
No, but the original people that created rock don't get a taxes. But people that created jazz don't get taxes.
We are the guys who created rock.
You
mean after Elvis Presley stole it? The fuck?
You can't do that because now you business-sized music and it makes it kind of crazy.
You know when sampling became illegal? When we started sampling. When they were stealing our shit, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? It was called a cover. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. No, we're going to stop the madness. Stop it. They charging us for sampling. We try to find a loop around not playing instruments. They want to charge us for that. But they've been doing that already. If you listen to the guy who did fucking the Nirvana, the Teen Spirit, he'll tell you that he jacked his shit from somebody else. He's like, I jacked that loop. I ain't even say nothing. I just took it. And he took it from us. That was who he took it from. You get what I'm saying? So no, hypocrisy needs to stop. send a penny to everybody in the Bronx. We should be getting like restitution checks just for living there. Residents of the Bronx should be like, here's a check for making hip hop. You understand? Every year we should get a check. Thank you for making hip hop. That's it. You're welcome, the world. The fuck?
So if you say that, then like I said,
that's a wild thing. I'm not even gonna argue with you. I kind of like it.
I bet you the drill shooting stopped overnight. Overnight.
Yeah, right.
No more.
If people get any money, all of a sudden, one person would have all that money.
If you got money, your children will not be eating lead paint. Trust me, it will stop.
Quavo in tax trouble too, though. Amigos made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. Now, Fat Joe went to jail for $1 million, I think. Quavo and the whole for I think about
reportedly facing a massive financial problem.
Oh my God!
It's not music drama, but the IRS knocking on his door.
That's the worst.
According to newly surfaced documents, the U.S. Internal Revenue Service says the rapper owes nearly $3 million in unpaid taxes.
Thank God! I thought it was going to be like 30.
Heard that right. Almost $3 million. The government claims Quavo, whose real name is Quavo's Marshall, failed to pay taxes for 3 separate years. Here's how the numbers.
See, 3 years. I'm telling you, it's been mad years.
The IRS claims Quavo owes about $915,660.
They claim.
For 2022, the amount is said to be $887,486.
I bet you they did that for him.
And for 2023, the bill reportedly jumps to more than $1.1 million. When you add all those numbers together, the total tax debt comes to an eye-watering $2,912,644.33. Because of the unpaid amount, the IRS has now reportedly filed a federal tax lien against the rapper.
Oh, that's serious.
Tax lien is a legal claim the government places on someone's property when they fail to pay their tax debt. This means the government can potentially collect the money through assets or future earnings if the issue isn't resolved. What makes this situation even more interesting is the timing. The news comes just months after Quavo's former Migos bandmate, Offset, dealt with his own IRS issues. Back in late 2025, Offset reportedly owed more than $1.5 million in taxes.
You know what happens, bro? They be doing them gigs and them things and all this and that, thinking they could tuck the bread, and it's all good.
This is,
and they be young. They came in the game young, you know, doing this, you know, whatever that, and thinking they could tuck the bread.
But the rap game, I don't mean to interrupt, I'm sorry, Bush, but the rap game is well fucking beyond going to jail on some missed taxes bullshit. Get your fucking shit together.
Listen, I see that.
There's money coming in. You got lawyers, you got accountants. Pay your goddamn taxes. This is childish bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you something. You know,
these guys got bread. I don't feel bad for any of them. This is dumb.
I don't feel bad. I'm like, what y'all think? Y'all gotta pay.
Weren't you?
You get a cool million.
I get it.
You think you ain't gotta pay that bread, huh? Sorry. Or you say, "Oh, I'm gonna pay it," but and then you just forget it or whatever, and come back to get you.
Yeah, but
if you ain't got the liquid bread, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but back in the 80s, when you didn't have the internet and people had no idea about making money or how to handle money or any shit like that, but rap has been going on for 50 fucking years. We've seen this play out 1 million times over. All these fucking idiots know they got to pay taxes. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why that happens. Because when they get their money, it's disproportionate to the moment when they have to pay taxes. They get their money in like a lump sum type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So automatically in their heads, they're like, I have all of this money. They're not
thinking put half that away.
You only own 2/3 of that money.
Half. They pay half.
You understand? Yeah, say half so you can have some leftover money. You know what I'm saying? But you own 2/3 of that.
You believe that, or you believe he was just like finessing the game like these dudes, thinking they finessing?
Listen, just like with any Mr. Beast contestant, if you get $1 million, you only got 700,000. That's it. He could call it $1 million. They're gonna call it $1 million. You're only taking like 600 something. Trust me.
That's why, like, if you win a car, they give you 10 grand too, so you can pay the taxes on it and insure the car and drive it.
Because eventually,
you win a car. And you got to pay taxes on that shit if you
automatically.
Or else you got to sell the car, pay the taxes on it. Because
you can drive around with it. You're not gonna know until they put the lien on the car, and then they take 100%. Your car. You understand?
They got a lot of big gangsters and drug dealers and politics or whoever that they knew was getting a lot of money illegally but couldn't get them. So they got them on taxes stuff. A lot of them, you feel me? It's a thing that you get caught up in. You making this deal, so like they wash their money through places, but
I agree.
And they go, okay, wait a minute.
That's how they got Al Capone.
Listen,
biggest gangster ever, and they got him on tax evasion.
I'm not gonna say who, but I know a lot of famous dudes, and every famous dude like that's in music, there's this one mysterious guy that don't do no music. He mad old, and he just like the guy, like, you don't really ask too many questions about him. He's the street dude, and he's usually the guy that puts the money. So if you ask me, that's how the shit kind of happens. You feel me? And then next thing you know, then it's time to pay taxes. But he's put so much money into it that it's up to you to write out what you owe. You know what I'm saying?
Sense. They're like, how did you get this and that?
So they don't be knowing that it's $1 million in the hole. They don't know how much taxes they owe. They don't know how much money's been spent. Because this guy said he spent this much. Label's saying it's this much. The guy that's managing you is the guy that's doing the invoices. After he do it, that's when you're like, oh. And when they tell you the number.
For the young rappers, and hopefully a young rapper that's coming up could see this type of shit and see what we talking about.
Yeah.
When you out there, you get this big check. Always remember, and then if they try to lock you under a business, and if it ain't under the table, it's on a business, you're gonna have to pay taxes on that thing. If they got to give you a check and it's under Big Dog Records or whatever you feel me? Don't just go cash that check, handle your business, get the accountant, get whatever you got to do, because you don't want that shit to come back if you're not doing so good. Because everybody got this, everybody think, oh, I'm gonna pop off and be super rich, and I ain't gonna have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, that's
no. Let's be honest.
It's the opposite.
Take off. He died. That's our biggest show on the channel. Go check it out. It's a classic. He died, and Migos ain't been able to do an album yet. They broke up, and it ain't been popping. Migos is the platinum group. These guys as artists, solos, they ain't really nothing. They shit ain't popping like that. Let's be honest here. So the money problems, $3 million. He like, what? I just gave my mama my last $500,000. I got a show coming up, but I got a tour where I'm gonna make this. Like, you feel me?
That is a fact. They haven't been busting, and I remember the last time I listened to Migos, they was doing like Culture Maybe 2, and I ain't gonna say that they fell off, but I think they took a massive hit when they lost Takeoff.
Spending money on the bitches with the Birkins.
Nah, listen, they lost their talent. They lost their talent. That shit really affected them more than they really wanted to. That's the first time that I saw a group.
The group Migos went platinum. When Takeoff died, the group is destroyed. They didn't lose their talent. The group was Migos.
They got too
They
traumatized.
Migos no more. They couldn't be no Migos no more.
Yeah, too traumatized.
That's just what it is. You know?
That's sad, bro.
Takeoff got to twist things. He don't. I mean, Quavo, what's his name? Offset. He got a little solo career lightly, but Quavo really he was struggling. He's struggling right now. He got to take me through it with a girl, and he's not really lit like that.
That's bro. And I used to fucks with the Migos. I ain't gonna cap on that one, bro.
It was the time. It was the time.
Yeah,
and like, I mean,
but there's
music
no more
comes and goes. Music
And I
comes
don't-
and goes. You know what I mean? Like shit that was hot 3-4 years
And
ago.
I don't want
Not even
nobody.
relevant for that.
I don't
Yeah,
want
but
nobody to be parasocial about it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the group is gone. There's no more Migos. So that's
There is
like
no more Migos.
I mean, technically, if you're saying literally, no, literally, there's definitely
one
no
literally,
more.
that's everything.
One third.
Figuratively,
1/3
literally, whatever the fuck, all of it is Migos now. When they go solo, it's a different product. It's a different thing, and the money ain't there.
1/3 of the group is missing. Arguably, probably the best third of the group is now.
Yeah.
missing.
I don't know.
And it's
I don't know about that. Yeah, that's a hard question with them.
And he was the most popular. He was the
Really
most
not.
popular.
Takeoff is, you're right though. Yeah, lyrically, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, B-Rad. And we talked about this like in depth on our biggest show. Go check it out. But Takeoff was lyrically the nicest. Definitely, I swear to God, he was.
Yeah, for me, it was Offset. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Offset is nice too, though. But I think Takeoff was a bar higher than him. I think,
When
like
you-
arguably, like
them
B-Rad
all
said,
together.
arguably.
And I fucks with Quavo. I ain't gonna cap, but he's the hook maker.
No,
And
you
I know
don't.
he's the. And he's the.
Did
I
you
know
hear his
he,
last album?
no, I never listened to a Quavo
Exactly.
album.
But when you put them all together,
Takeoff album, yes, and an Offset album, 100%. Offset drop an album, I'm gonna listen to it even if it's trash. I'm listening to it.
You didn't get Quavo album though.
Nah, I didn't get that.
Exactly. He thought he was a honcho and all that, but really, maybe he should have been playing the back of the group. I don't know.
Like I said, he's the hook maker. You know what I'm saying? He can't carry it. He can't carry it.
I'm just here to be real.
maybe Quavo should have been playing dice that night.
Damn, don't say it like
that. Bad. That's tax trouble, man.
But the rapper managed to pay off the debt.
Oh, he paid it though.
Leading the IRS to release the lien against him. Now fans are wondering if Quavo will do the same and settle the bill quickly.
Who settled the debt? Hold on.
Back in late 2025.
Nah, because they're saying versus Offset, who had the same big debt with the IRS.
But Offset debt was less, if I recall.
Yeah, it was $1.5 million.
But the rapper managed to pay off the debt, leading the IRS to release.
What you have to understand is the goal of the IRS here is not to put these people in jail. It's just to get the money. What happens is when they come for the money, and you don't have it, then your ass goes to jail. But if you got it, you pay it, you're not going to jail if you got the dough.
But you think he got $3 million ready to give it to them? $3 million.
No, but he can
no. But you can make a payment plan.
Yeah, put like 20% down and just start clocking.
But at least if he talks to them, down they know, I know it's going down. But they probably been chasing this motherfucker for 3 years.
He should have $3 million to give to their ass, but he don't.
Against him. Now fans are wondering if Quavo will do the same and settle the bill quickly. So far, Quavo hasn't publicly responded to the reports about the alleged tax debt. While many celebrities eventually resolve
sounds like a drug.
Stories like this often spark a huge debate online. Some fans argue that managing large amounts of money can be complicated for entertainers who earn income from concerts, endorsements, and business deals. Others believe celebrities should have teams of accountants making sure everything is handled properly.
Yes.
Either way, the situation has already caught the attention of fans and media outlets across social media. Quavo has been one of the most influential figures in modern hip-hop, helping turn Migos into one of the biggest rap groups of the last decade, with hits like Bad and Bougie and Walk It, Talk It. Now, the big question is whether this tax situation will become a major legal battle, or if the rapper will simply pay the amount and move on. For now, all eyes are on Quavo as fans wait to see how the situation.
He gonna pay it. He got friends. If he don't have it, he got rich enough friends.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about all these Migos motherfuckers. There's no way that them niggas don't got that much money in jewelry and like 2 chains. 2 chains without the medallions. Them motherfuckers buy jewelry. Like that shit is going out of style. I don't know one of them niggas that don't got like 6 chains and all of them with a fucking medallion, a big emoji. You feel me? So I'm not even worried about that. Yeah, that's just an emoji.
They came in the game wearing fake jewelry. They admitted that. So maybe what they wearing now could be the halfway fugazi shit. Who knows?
Hey, listen to what Pusha T said. He said that your jewelry got too much enamel. You know what I'm saying? Too much enamel cover your bracelet.
No, I'm joking.
Nah, if you got dough, and you got expensive pieces, you got really nice shit, then you definitely go out, spend a few bucks, get some quality knockoffs made, and wear that shit out. That when you get stuck for your shit, the real stuff is in a fucking bag.
Yeah, I do not take my shit nowhere.
Laugh your ass off about how it was fake, but you still got the real shit.
I got a decoy set. When you see me in the streets, my jewelry is fake.
If you got real dough and you got real expensive shit, like you should definitely be wearing knockoff shit because you got the real shit. You ain't got to prove it to nobody.
Yeah, you have to. Yo, listen, I stop at those places that be having the stainless steel because I want the nigga that robs me to get to that pawn shop and then really be let down. So I get the stainless steel. That's my decoy set. And it also doesn't irritate my skin when I sweat because I got to have it. The only reason I buy this shit is because it's real and I could sweat, take a bath, and it's real. Gold ain't going to do nothing to you. But when
I don't know about y'all, but I know about me. When I was back in the age of Quavo and when they signed that deal and got that big ass check, I mean, imagine you get a little check, 100,000. You're gonna go, Mom, I want to pay the taxes first. I gotta give him how much? 60, Mom? Do I give him 60 and then no,
bro?
You go to the dealership.
You gotta treat it like the re-up. When you get the re-up, right? What's the first thing you do? You sell half of it and you get another re-up instead of waiting till you sell everything.
So you saying you would have did that back when you was young? Please, yeah,
you
right.
That 100. You take that 100. You go to the dealership. You drop that. You finance another 50. And you get a whip.
You take 50K, you go buy a whole house.
Let me get the night.
By the time you gotta pay taxes, by the time you gotta pay taxes on the million, you gotta pay taxes on everything else you bought.
Yeah. You so
a year later, you sell that.
They gonna finesse you out of everything. They gonna say, yeah, you might need this. You might want that. You gonna go, yeah. Because you don't even know how to deal with the bread, and no
money management.
You don't even understand. You like, I'm gonna be lit. Fuck it.
That's why, I've been studying money since I had none of it. Even before I was in the union, fucking with everybody and getting the bag, I was already studying money because I knew whenever I come across a large amount, I'm gonna destroy that shit, bro. I'm gonna fuck that shit up. So I prepare myself mentally,
There's nobody.
We all get a chance to.
I need to pay the IRS. Nobody's getting no checks and saying, "Oh, let me pay the IRS." Now we are these examples, and that's why we doing these shows. But nigga, let me pay the IRS. Yeah, right.
That's the first thing you got to do, man.
My bread. It's my money, and I want to spend it now.
That's the first thing I asked my lawyer.
I don't really feel comfortable. I don't really feel comfortable talking about taxes and the IRS and all this. Like,
no, but that's
you don't talk about.
You
don't talk about.
That's what I'm saying though. If you got that type of money back then, these artists, because they from the ghetto, they never had nothing.
The only artist that has ever meant.
Yeah, but they got a manager. They know somebody who's paid taxes before in their life who might mention it. You might want to fuck away. They've heard it. They've seen it on Instagram. I don't want to hear it. Like,
we don't know nothing about that.
Get away. Now they're gonna pay it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Nah,
be right. Going to jail.
Be right. We don't know about that so much that the only rapper that has ever mentioned taxes in a rap song was Drake, and you already know he's half Jewish. You understand what I'm saying? Because none of us, it don't cross our mind.
He had to get up to $1 billion to mention that shit.
It doesn't cross our mind at all. It's like free money. Let's go.
Well, then I guess having a job at McDonald's for your first job is pretty good because it teaches you about getting robbed for taxes every week.
Thank God I've never worked for that place.
We don't think about that at all. Taxes.
Well, the reason I say McDonald's is you have to understand. Look, we live in New York. That's one thing. But when you live out in the middle of nowhere and you live like in a small town, McDonald's might be the only fucking job you might be able to get. Especially for
you start making money over years, platinum records, lot of bread. It's come to time when your crazy ass need to get your stuff together and have an accountant and a lawyer. Like, how are you getting this type of trouble? That's the question.
Yeah, it's called financial education.
You're an underground rapper and you wind up doing like shows and shit and you wind up in tax trouble. That's kind of understandable because you're an underground rapper. But if you're a mainstream rapper, you got a manager, you got a tour guy. They're all paying their fucking taxes. There's no secret.
They definitely are. You're like a 1099 at that point. Like you gotta pay taxes.
1099 at that point.
That's fucking stupid. Like I've been a salesperson my whole life. Trust me, I know what a 1099 is. I'm not gonna be that. That's what I'm telling you. Like I think it's about knowing that the idea, the concept even exists. And I don't think that street niggas that go from selling drugs to getting lucky on a rap song are gonna be like, yo, $1 million. I'm gonna go pay taxes. You know what I'm saying?
This is just the last 3 years that he decided not to pay it. He was paying taxes before that.
Nah, it's true, and it's the worst ones because I think that's the one that he gave away a car too.
Or maybe he cut down on things. They said, "You have this and this. I don't want that. This, I don't want that. You got a accountant. I don't want that. You got a lawyer. I don't want that." And then now
they showed his reportings.
Not right now.
During the
COVID times,
he only made like just under $1 million a year. So
and
who you talking about?
He owed $1 million a year.
You're talking about somebody else.
Look, if he gets an accountant, he's good because Trump is still president. So there's got to be some tax incentive for people with that kind of money.
We got like 12 of them.
You know what I'm saying? Call Nicki Minaj. She's rolling with Trump. She could probably do something for you. Yo, Quavo, listen, I'm gonna give you advice that I shouldn't give you because I'm pretty sure you don't give a shit. But if you ever watch this show one day, I just want you to know, man, that whenever you get the first chunk of cheese in the first quarter, that's what you pay the taxes with.
Yeah,
so that way the rest of the money is yours.
Write that down.
Your first quarter check, anything you get there, you get $1 million, pay the taxes. Even if they might send it back to you, whatever's left over. It's better. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the lesson because you could go to jail. Fat Joe was a star. He went to jail for taxes.
Yeah, so that's wild.
You think bigger than the Migos?
What, Rick Ross too? Hold up.
No, we talk about Fat Joe.
When we think of prominent rappers today, what comes to mind? Diamond chains, exotic vehicles, large entourages, obsessive and obnoxious fans who follow the artist's every move, big egos, and of course, money phone flexes. And while this can garner attention from fans and help sell your music, it also garners attention from people who don't want to be investigating you, Uncle Sam, more specifically the IRS. I mean, we always see the cases of rappers like 6ix9ine and Bobby Shmurda who get targeted by the FBI. But that's not the only three-letter group that rappers need to be worried about. Most rappers have good accountants and are able to avoid any trouble with the IRS. But a lot of other hip-hop acts aren't so lucky. This list of rappers who owed the IRS tons of money goes on and on. And with that said, please pay your taxes, ladies and gentlemen, because Uncle Sam is always going to make sure he gets his. Before we start this video, make sure you click that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now, here's 6 rappers who have owed the IRS millions of dollars. At the top of this,
let's go.
In 2017, the Georgia Department of Revenue started contacting Offset about a $140,000 tax bill that he owed to the state. But they must not have had the right phone number or mailing address because that bill went unpaid for.
See, that ain't shit. But I know it hit him. He like, what? Damn, he had to scrounge that together. But when you talk about millions,
bro, they started with 1.5.
I don't care how much money you make. If you open a fucking piece of mail and it's a statement saying that you owe it, it's like $1 million.
Oh,
that's gonna hurt, bro. I don't care.
That's like we open it $100. That hurt. 500 or something like. Oh my god. So
you know what hurts more? You know what hurts more? Because I know what it is to have like big money. Is that you don't want to use your money to pay for that. You want
no shit.
You just don't want to use your money.
No shit.
But you got to if it's your shit. So sorry, I'll go to jail, motherfucker.
This gotta be
IRS and FBI. No, I'm joking.
It's also possible that they had him confused with Takeoff or Quavo. Either way, it wasn't until 2 years later that they had enough and decided to put a lien on the mansion that him.
Damn.
Oh, man.
That motherfucker is nice.
That house is beautiful. God bless.
Look, I know a lot of
God
people
bless.
nice houses, but that's beautiful.
I swear I like that motherfucker.
My God.
He was swear that he said, "Help me this."
Do you buy a house like that when you live by yourself, or do you buy a house like that when you have a girlfriend?
If you got it, why not? Why not? What are you gonna let it sit? Why let it sit in a bank somewhere? I'd rather just sit in it and then sell it later. When I don't need it. Fucking
that's fly, bro.
That's fly. Okay, lie.
And Cardi B purchased together. By that time, his debt
had. Oh, he had that Cardi B money too, though. Yeah.
That Bodak Blacks,
which brought the total amount up to $210,000. If he didn't pay up, they would have to move forward and start seizing assets. But it looks like he did, in fact, finally pay. We never saw any of his cars get towed or houses get foreclosed, luckily. With a guy like Offset who's worth a reported $20 million, this was most likely an honest mistake. And he probably didn't realize until the lien was put on his home. It's safe to say that Cardi B probably wasn't too happy about that. This could be part of the reason why she recently filed for divorce from him, as we never heard about Cardi owing any money to the IRS. But luckily for him, compared to the rest of the people on this list, Offset's ordeal with the Georgia Department of Revenue is peanuts. Number 5, Tyga. Besides being known for dating,
he was getting his car repossessed every other fucking week.
He messed up.
That's crazy. He comes from a good home. I'm sure his mother showed him when it's tax season. Look, we got to do our taxes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hear he's half white.
No, the bottom line is his lame ass should have bowed down to her, and then he would have been good. You know, you ain't good by yourself, young. Come on now, you should have bowed down to the queen, and you would have been good right now. You would be
she was so pretty back then, and now
I ain't gonna hold you.
Now she looks like Skeletor.
You know what it is? She don't like. She don't like guys that like guys. I heard he's bisexual, so she don't like guys that like guys.
Yeah, he fucked up. He's going to jail. No, I'm playing. He didn't get in that much trouble. How much he owe? Let me see.
Kylie Jenner signing to Cash Money and having a surprising amount of hit songs. Tyga is known for being pretty horrible with handling money. He's gotten evicted and sued for unpaid rent. Sued for not paying his jeweler.
Wait, how do you get evicted?
They take your Lambo? No.
All the time. Yo, they repossessed his car like 5 different times, bro.
You know what happened? Are they assistants? People like you don't have people handling your business, or was like I don't understand that. But let me just.
And has even had multiple expensive vehicles towed. In one incident, he had his Ferrari towed while he was out and about with Kylie. That's it's pretty embarrassing. Besides these obvious cases of having bad money management, as well as signing a horrible 360 deal with Birdman, Tyga seemingly got to pay the IRS, which is not surprising as it seems like he was dealing with a lot. Documents filed in 2018 revealed that he didn't pay any California state taxes from the years 2011 to 2016, meaning that he had an unpaid balance of $890,000. These are coincidentally the years that he was allegedly romantically involved with Kylie Jenner, having first met in 2011. So could Kylie be to blame for all of this happening? I don't know. But he did end up working something out, most likely a payment plan with the state of California. And thank God he was able to release a few hit songs in 2018, or else he might have been filing for bankruptcy like 50 Cent. Number 4, Ja Rule. Ja Rule is another name on this list that has a painfully long history of money management issues and tax evasion. I'm sure most of you watching this video remember the fraudulent fire festival that took place, where a festival was announced in hip hop but was immaturely executed, resulting in thousands of people being stranded on an island, eating lettuce sandwiches. The attempted scam landed Ja Rule and his partner in crime.
You can't tell me Ja Rule ain't run through a whole lot of money, first of all.
No, he did, but
listen, the Cookie Monster
fire thing. No, bringing up the whole fire thing, like that wasn't. He didn't.
He dicked everybody.
Kind of promoted it. He promoted it, but he didn't make any money on it. He got fucked by this asshole.
The Cookie Monster made money off of that. Trust me.
You gotta pay consequence for everything.
Without you,
you ain't checked the credentials of this asshole. You just went with it. Like what the fuck?
Oh, sorry. It was the ultimate. It was the ultimate fuck up for sure. I'm just saying, like, not like he didn't make money. He looked really bad on it. I didn't like what happened to him in this situation. He looked pretty bad.
Well, he been fucked up with the money since before when the Murder Inc. shit.
He's a ghetto boy, man. He's a guy that spent a lot of money. But what I respect about him is he got his wife and his kids. They got a big house, and
he got a family.
And his son don't hate him, and he living life.
He got a
I've
family.
I've kind of lately been on like I'm kind of back cool with Ja Rule again thing. Like
nah, man, I haven't accepted
it. I feel like he's somebody in high school that I used to like bully, and now I feel bad about it. So now when I see him, I'm like, what up?
I feel like he's still warranting like more of that. I feel like he still makes me feel like, yo, why he still gas like
I know what it was the other day.
You're 50 Cent
video and it was talking all about it, all of his hits. And it was like a 5-minute video that went through like all of his hits, and I was like, damn, John had some fucking bangers.
Yeah,
some bangers.
My brother, he tried to say Fat Joe was a bigger artist than Ja. I said, yeah, now he's a bigger personality and a bigger name now, but artist, no. And then they looked it up, and then he asked AI or whatever. Said hell no. It said Ja Rule got blah hits like number one.
Before I don't know if you guys remember rap before 50 came and saved like rap. Like rap was pretty kind of dead. Like Ja was the
you crazy DMX. He was copying him. What do you mean?
Right, but I'm saying 50
it's not dead at all.
Coast to coast. 50 took it coast to coast. I'm saying like he had everybody. Like there's regional rappers for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like
50 was on a song.
Rap was kind of. It wasn't dead. It was just kind of bland. It was kind of commercialized, and Ja was like one of the big dogs in it. You know,
because he was singing. He was.
Right, but then
he was over DMX, Jay-Z, and these guys, these big dogs. He was in that list with DMX, Jay-Z.
Stop it. No. I'm not gonna let you give him all those praise. Do not glaze this guy. He was a copy of DMX and motherfucking Tupac.
He was.
No.
That was because at Irv Gotti, rest in peace, found him. Like not found him, but he helped all three of their careers, and he was putting them together, and they all agreed to do it, homie. What you mean?
He cosplayed the whole time.
Ja Rule delivered. Ja Rule had more hits than all of them dudes until later. Now Jay-Z caught up later, and he's caught up later. But Ja Rule had number ones. He was a star of the whole bunch before all of them.
Doing the J-Lo.
DMX got more.
J-Lo stuff.
DMX had 2 albums go diamond in the same year.
They pushed DMX to come out 6 months earlier because he sounded like Ja Rule, and they were worried DMX was going to get overshadowed by Ja Rule. So they pushed it out.
That DMX sounded like Ja Rule? No, you got that backwards.
They sounded not to you and me, to the average listener.
Yeah, no. He was going to sound like DMX for everybody.
And they thought that DMX would be overshadowed if they released at the same time. So they pushed his release up. And then
unfortunately, he did 2 diamond albums in the same year.
Well, I mean, Ja
Rule never did that.
I'm not saying about DMX.
I guess they diamond now, or whatever, but yeah, they big. Ja Rule, DMX, come on now. We ain't saying taking nothing away from DMX.
No, not at all. I'm just saying.
We give it power for somebody that's still alive. That's a legend that Ja Rules.
Until Jay-Z fucked up DMX's career with Def Jam, DMX was doing diamond on everything. Jay-Z fucked his shit up.
Oh, that's interesting to say. I don't know.
Jay-Z sabotaged his whole shit.
You have to get into that.
You can find that online. DMX
with a $100 million lawsuit. However, Ja was later dismissed from the lawsuit by the judge in July of 2019.
Wow.
With that being said, the past few years haven't been so kind to the I'm Real rapper. While the late 90s and early 2000s were filled with infectious hits from Ja, the fame and recognition didn't last very long, and neither did the money.
The late 90s and the early 2000s were filled with infectious hits from him.
But it didn't last long. We mean that it wasn't that much.
The guy still dresses sharp. Like
that's where
he is. You got to
Kermit the Frog. Look,
I hated him when he was out dropping all them hits. I hated him. I hated everything about him. I hated him. But in retrospect, I could give respect that he was a fucking big dog pause back in them time.
Listen, I give him his respect because he is a hip-hop legend. No doubt about that. He's not a one-hit wonder. This guy didn't get it by mistake. He's not a industry plant. But as far as talent, I've never heard a Ja Rule song that sounds like a Ja Rule song. I've heard him sound like other artists, consciously, but not a Ja Rule song. Exactly, like the Cookie Monster. When he's not sounding like the Sesame Street character. Listen, when he's not copying.
Come on, no. I'm telling you, I watched this video the other day, bro. You forget. But if I put a bunch of his songs on,
I'm gonna get nostalgic.
You'd be like, oh shit.
I'm gonna go back there. But
he had jams, bro. He had jams, and a lot of them were tied to like
about kicking
up the years of my life. So like, I can honestly say, like, he had some bangers, bro.
Queen's legend.
Man, while he's down. In 2019, he was hit with 2 separate tax liens, tallying up to a total of $2 million.
He was bad with money, and he lost. I know he spent a lot.
Because he a street nigga. That I'm not gonna take from Ja. He was a street nigga rolling with street niggas.
He's a street nigga right there.
Yeah, that's a street nigga right there. $2 million.
Being is that he apparently failed to pay federal taxes for a whole 11 years between 2004 and 2015. This is after he did 2 years in prison for taxes.
But once you get in that pattern, because I got homies that say, "Oh," and I even did it back in the day. When you get on unemployment and you work and you start working and you still fouling, no. But I'm just saying, and you start that one time and you just say, "Fuck it," and you keep going.
You keep going.
Like you get $1 million, and you say, "Oh, fuck it, I ain't about to, whatever. I'll do that later." And then you do that, then get another one.
Today, I'd run away. I'd jump in the Atlantic Ocean and start swimming away from it.
We're not talking about you specifically, but hypothetically, when I think about these guys, they get in that pattern. I was just saying, like, man, but 11 years, John, there ain't no excuse for it.
Yo, listen. And a lot of the things that as people that are less fortunate without $1 million in our bank account, that we don't know the price of things until you have that money. And then you're like, oh, it's actually cheaper than what I thought it was. So when you go buy a Lamborghini, you're like, oh, how much is this Lambo? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's like 25,000. And you're like, for a Lamborghini? And they're like, yeah. You're like, okay, I'm buying it. You feel me? Like, because when I started coming across a little bit of money and I went to buy a Rolex, I thought a Rolex was going to be like oh my God. You know what I'm saying? No. And when they told me the price, I was like,
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? You understand?
It's all
10K is not that much money, bro. Be honest. But I thought it was going to be like 45. You know?
No, that's no.
10K.
Evasion and good.
Date just. You feel me?
Charges in 2011, agreeing to pay back the taxes he owed once he served his time. My guess is that while dealing with the fire festival and having to hire lawyers, John just didn't have the money to pay his taxes. So the IRS had to hit him with those liens. Number 3, T.I. The Atlanta native is known for his hit records, his impeccable ear for beats and young talent, being a surprisingly good actor, and his business acumen. T.I. is one of those rappers who have had a little more success than the majority of the pack when it comes to rappers turned businessmen. His net worth is estimated at $50 million. For a guy who's owned restaurants, real estate, record labels, invested in tech companies, and started his own clubs, you would think that he would recognize the importance of paying his dues to the IRS. Well, you'd be wrong. The self-proclaimed King of the South failed to pay $1.4 million in taxes in the year of 2012 and $3.1 million for the following tax year. With interest accumulating, the IRS filed a lien against him totaling $6.2 million. That's an ungodly amount. Instead of opting to just pay up, T.I. contested it and decided to take matters to court, proclaiming that he didn't really owe such a hefty amount. The judge threw his case out, and the IRS began to seize his and his wife's assets, as they owned several millions worth of cars and real estate. It was only then that they realized it was time to get this over with, and they dropped $1 million on the table.
He really thought he could go convince them people
with all them chains.
I wasn't supposed to have to pay that. That was too much,
nigga. You drove in there you drove in there in a Bentley.
I honestly, I laughed. I laughed when they said that he lost, but then I immediately when they said he started seizing his house and assets, that's not funny, obviously, but I felt bad for that, but yo, he tried to go to court and say no.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what's crazy?
He got big time lawyers, and he said, "Fuck it, this is what I want y'all to do."
Yo, the crazy.
Which one of his big time lawyers was like, "I think that's a good idea."
They ain't got to do what he said here. If he wanted to do it, if he pushing a line.
He had to wait till his house was getting repossessed. When they were taking the house that he knows that shit's like 50 million, and they're like, we're gonna take this and it's only gonna count for 5 million. He was mad.
Yeah, they're gonna auction it for nothing.
You getting lowball. He's like, wait. Hold up. Let me get this million.
He got hit with the penalties. He thought he could get out of it. That's what happened. Yeah, at one point he said, okay, put that, and then it went up to 6, and he went, oh, hell no. Lawyers. Talk for me, please.
Tax bill, still having another $5 million to pay up down the road. But making that payment put a stop to the Alphabet Boys seizing any more of their assets. And hey, T.I., if you're watching this, at least you made enough cash to have a $6 million tax bill. I mean, those are the kind of problems that I want. Well, actually, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Number 2, Rick Ross. Rick Ross seems like a guy that stays on top of his business, but the IRS will tell you.
Actually, honestly, I didn't know none of this shit, so I'm always real time with the people.
No, Rick Ross lives in Florida. That nigga got to have a mansion.
Yo.
A completely different story. In late 2016, it was reported that Ross owed $5.7 million in unpaid taxes for just the year of 2012. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking,
just
that's
for
a
2012
lot of money for 1 year. And Ross would agree. He responded to the reports by chalking up the debt to an incorrect filing. He went further by saying the filing mishap was due to the negligence of the accountant he had worked with in the past, and that he had a new team of accountants. He even took to Twitter to assure his fans that he was a lawful, tax-paying citizen and is working as quickly as possible to resolve the issue with the IRS. This all took place not too long after Ross had purchased Evander Holyfield's Georgia mansion, which has 109 rooms and the biggest swimming pool.
I like the other one.
All that shit was doper than this. I think the look of it. This is bigger, probably.
I see him. You see that whole oval in the front of the fucking house?
Yep.
I see him riding through that shit in a
No,
good
that's
car.
cool.
Keep how they got a 4-car garage on the left. They probably
Look at
got
that
a 4-car garage down the right.
that shit is
Another
12.
4-car garage on the front.
No, that's like
They
that's
say the pool is the biggest pool in the biggest residential pool in the United States, I think. Something like that.
Be like an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
That looks like about 25 meters. That's a
In all of
big-ass
Georgia.
pool.
He reportedly paid $5.8 million for the mansion. And don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but that's basically the same amount the IRS said he owed them. You would think after dropping that much money in cash on a mansion, there would be no way that he could pay his tax bill. But he did. After a back and forth with the IRS, he got the bill lowered and dropped to $4.6 million.
Wow. Like a boss.
Tell you, shit happens when you doing gigs and your team ain't tight and they're not catching everything, and then they hit you with, oh, look, you didn't do it. I get it, you feel me? But the boss had the money to pay. Damn.
That's crazy to talk him down.
One thing's for sure, if Ross owes you some money, he'll pay you back. But there's a reason he's been very successful in both music and business. And at number one, we have Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne came into money at a very young age. He signed to Birdman and started making.
Remember, he went to war with Birdman. He said he wanted his 50. He wanted his 50 million. He went to court and all that because the IRS is on his. Let me just hold on.
Significant amounts of money when he was just 16 years old. And while he had a head start on making money, he didn't have a head start on learning about managing it.
Oh,
We all
yeah,
know that
definitely
Wayne
not.
signed a predatory deal with Birdman and Cash Money. That ended up in a drawn-out court battle, putting a strain on Wayne and Baby's relationship. And during this time, Wayne was dishing out hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers for years. As a result, his tax bills were going unpaid. But Wayne actually knew he owed the IRS since 2011, when it came out that he failed to pay $7.3 million in taxes for the year of 2011 and $6.8 million for the year of 2012. He clearly had the money to pay his taxes during those years, as 2011 is when he copped his Bugatti. But maybe he had to the Mayan calendar and thought that doomsday was real and taxes weren't going to matter. Whatever his reasons were, Wayne decided to buy a Bugatti instead of pay his taxes. It wasn't until 2019,
Smart
7
boy.
years later, that he finally paid the $14 million tax bill. And mind you, this was after he received an 8-figure settlement from his lawsuit with Cash Money.
He owes so much money. There's people in this lifetime will never see that amount. He's got to give that to the IRS.
After he had the big Birdman for his bread, that Birdman wasn't paid.
But you also got to remember, he got
repo
Nicki
it.
Minaj and Drake. That's income.
A lot of money.
Despite cashing in over $10 million from that lawsuit, he still didn't have enough liquid cash to pay the.
Damn. Do you hear this shit? All that shit about it. Yo, but I get it though. When you live in a lifestyle and it's like, shoosh, the money go quick. If you ain't getting it like the way you've been getting it, what's gonna happen? It's gonna deplete.
Oh yeah.
Bill in full and get the IRS off his back. Luckily, Jay-Z came to save the day and gave Wayne what had to be several $1 million.
He joined the Illuminati then.
That way, he had enough to pay the $14 million and get
Jay-Z is a good guy.
Knowing Jay-Z, he probably didn't want Wayne to pay him back, even though he probably could now since he released a few albums and gone on tour. I guess the moral of the story is, if you have the chance, make some friends who can help you pay off your $1 million tax bill.
You think that's why
But
Jay-Z didn't put him in the
am
Super
glad
Bowl?
that I never saw Wayne get any of his cars towed or houses foreclosed on, unlike Birdman. So we're
Illuminati.
That's
No,
why Jay-Z was like, I'm not putting you in the Super Bowl. You still owe me that bag.
Mm.
So when
Good
you gonna
point.
pay me?
Maybe
And
no.
you're gonna do the Super Bowl
Maybe
too?
he didn't put the Super Bowl because it's like you're not hotter
I'll
than
get
these.
you a
people.
bigger bag, and you're not
You
gonna
gotta
pay me
be
the old money.
Everybody Wayne fantasize on him and all that type of stuff, but if he wasn't hot at the time. That's why, like, he didn't have no big stuff out. Pause. You had Kendrick killing the game, and he was the biggest. Pause.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
if I was Jay-Z sitting in my douchebag house, drinking douchebag wine, looking at my douchebag painting, I'd be like, you know what? He kind of owes me money. I'm gonna fuck with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake is beefing with him. So he always say he never liked Drake. Remember, Jay-Z always says that. He said he don't fuck with that dude. You don't fuck with him.
Jay-Z is a businessman. The boy Kendrick was the hottest thing on the fucking market at the time. Hot like flames and glory. Just like Bad Bunny is the hottest motherfucker right now, obviously, type shit. It ain't nothing about it with me. It's like you see what's going on. Wayne, even though it was coincidence, it was in Louisiana. That's why everybody was upset about it. I get that. And that's why Wayne thought he had a chance because it's in his town. I get that too. But Playboy, the album, he didn't have a big hit off that last album that he just dropped.
I just want to say that, Jay-Z, I forgive you if that's why you did that to Wayne.
My man
He
said, she said Jay's a good guy.
He's a good guy, man. He only does bad things when he has to.
We've done like 5 shows proving otherwise, but okay.
You know? And I feel bad that he never had like a real run like everybody else.
Weezy?
I said that I feel bad he ain't get a. Oh, Jay-Z, yeah.
Oh, Jay-Z didn't have a real run.
You said you're like, oh, Jay's a good guy. I was like, Jay's not.
Yeah, yo, that dude is amazing. Yeah, he never had like a real run like a Jay-Z run.
Rapper. What are you talking about?
Wayne?
No, Jay-Z. Jay-Z never really had like a real run. Nah. DMX was running shit when he was around.
Oh my God.
He has expressly never been like the best.
Yeah, he inflates the numbers and we let him. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right on that.
You know, but a good guy, a winner, a leader, he brings the whole team with him. You know what I'm saying? Where's Memph Bleak? Look at fucking Beanie Siegel flipping burgers in a food truck that he bought. Like, a food truck is like 10 bands, bro. It's not that expensive.
Why these dudes ain't getting hit and these labels, these 360 deals? Why nobody telling them to pay their taxes? Like, what the fuck? These dudes are tripping. There's gonna be a lot more coming out, you know it. Oh.
Yeah. Well, moral of the story is pay your taxes, and if Rick Ross owes you money, he'll pay you back.
Of course, because that thing is loaded. Him and Jay-Z's taxes are our dream lottery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like just their taxes. Like Elon Musk
taxes alone. I'm a dream.
Tax bill was insane.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Like,
you know what?
It was like $3 billion or something like that.
I think we're looking at the way we ask the universe things all wrong. We need to be asking the universe for, like, please bless me with the money that Elon Musk wastes in taxes. You know what I'm saying? And I think the universe will be like, of course. Like, why the fuck not? Like, he's paying taxes with that shit. Let me help you out.
Maybe you're supposed to ask to want the responsibility to pay the same amount of taxes as
No. I just want the amount of money that he spends on taxes, and he don't even think about it because he got to do it next year again. You feel me?
Yeah, that's hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, and then I'll pay my taxes from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll figure that out. You know what I'm saying? But put me in that bracket, because every day there's somebody buying a yacht. I mean, we're not. But there's somebody. Like, I want to be that guy. Why not?
I like a small fishing boat, but not a yacht. But like
I want a big ass yacht.
I want like a 45 or 48 foot Hatteras for sure. That's dope. But not a yacht.
Bro, I feel like the dream is the same. It costs the same amount. Your dream and my dream, same price, right? We're just gonna daydream. That's the cost. It's just you just get lost for 15 minutes, right? The reason I want it to be the biggest yacht is because there's somebody right now who has one, and it ain't really a burden to him. It's just like, oh, the yacht. No, let's go to the yacht. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
So what y'all think about the tonight's show and what we talked about with these rappers getting in major? Swiss Beatz surprised the hell out of me, you know, because he's a guy. You know, Alicia Keys, like, what the fuck?
He just looks mad respectful. Like I never thought he would be like a charlatan like the other guys I know. They look the type. But Swiss Beatz.
That's fucking so crazy.
I'm so disappointed in him.
That's insane.
That's so crazy. Like that's the most profile shit I ever heard in my life. That's so the shit you complain about all day long.
He's so light skinned. Like he was moving like dark skinned niggas right there, bro. He's wildin'. Yo,
Hey,
Swiss,
right.
Listen, you a light skinned nigga. Don't do shit like that, bro. You saw the list.
You are
Come on,
funny,
stop
bro.
playing.
You are a funny man. You are a funny dude. That was very funny.
Oh fuck.
Oh man.
And then
Yeah,
you can see that happening.
Yeah, of course, right away from a distance. Him and Offset. The minute they blew up, when they were singing Versace, I said, I see these niggas getting into a big tax hole. I already see this.
I was surprised by Rick Ross, like a G, just
no.
Here's
He's
4 mil. Shut up.
4 mil.
I like that. Hold that.
I just knew his number was gonna be a crazy number. I knew he was gonna be there. I just wanted to know how deep.
They said it was 6, and he told Uncle Sam the whole 4.
Oh my
they were like,
God! And they were like, "I."
Yeah, let's sell it for the 4. Boom.
I gotta be honest. I've talked a lot about Rick Ross and not liking him, but
No,
like
bro.
I've seen stories about
He's
him,
like-
like this.
he's
one
like a black-
makes me laugh.
Because he had beef with
He got
50
some
Cent.
stories about him. No. Well,
He's-
that song he dropped was fire. His verse was fire.
You know what it is?
What was that verse that he dropped recently? That was
Man, I don't know that verse he
I
got
can't
recently.
listen. I love Rick Ross, but I can't
That was
quote
a
one of
while
his
ago.
songs. I'm not that hard in, but I like.
no.
his
There
songs.
was a cool story where, some guy like parachuted into his backyard by accident or some shit. I don't know if you guys heard this story.
Nah, that's a story or a bar from one of his songs. 'Cause
I
That's
thought you
tight.
ain't like it. You know everything
No, it's
about
real.
it.
That's
No,
crazy.
it's real. No, I just saw this crazy story.
That's
like
a crazy
dude was,
motherfucker. Find that shit.
found a
You
parachute
so
in
off,
his backyard.
It's okay though. Because we forgive you.
Listen, 50 Cent, I forgive you for what you said to T.I.'s about T.I.'s wife.
Man, man, I don't forgive that shit. I don't like lame ass shit. Why
Nah,
you got-
man, because everything's fair in love and war. And I think that, 50 Cent
bullshit.
loves to go to war.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's childish lame. It's weird. Weird.
I'm just happy it didn't get physical, because then people was going to get smacked.
What you mean it didn't? It's just started. And Tony Ayo slapped the fire out of that kid. Shit me this one. Not to laugh at
Yo,
it.
people got murked off of that. Let me tell you, people got murked.
Yeah, dangerous shit. But I'm just saying, the kids, when they got a kid saying, "Your mama did," if your never mind, I ain't gonna put nobody in that position.
Nah,
but,
yeah.
I know
He
what
took it down. He took it down. 50 took down the post.
No, I'm not talking about 50 posts. I'm talking about the kids.
Yeah, but that's that helped it de-escalate, that he took it down. He ain't have it there like like a prop.
I'm just saying, like, it got ruthless. But hey, you right, all's fair in love and war. But I could say what I don't mess with. And
Look, listen, right now T.I. needs to be thanking 50. You feel me? Thank 50. T.I. He should be thanking 50 right now. You feel me? Because now his song is selling. Nobody was listening to T.I. before. There you go. Thank you.
50 has alley-oop. 50 has alley-oop.
That's a New York thing. That's a New York thing.
He's trying to get money with everybody through beef.
That's kind of cool. You're right. Because when you think about it, they say the argument was over versus, remember? So now 50 created like a hood versus, like, they going at each other out here and let's make money off of that. I don't want to do no verses, no songs.
I'm glad
what 50 needs to do right now. He needs to stir it up right now and come out with How to Rob Part 2.
Listen, and a lot of people,
the industry again.
A lot of people are like, no, because 50 can't hold up his own and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you guys one thing right now and I'm glad that we're talking about it. Let's not forget what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule. That can happen to T.I., Okay,
man, please. No,
let's not forget that
happened. It happened to Cameron, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, these other dudes. Like Ja Rule, that was a that was a time in once in a lifetime situation. He got with Eminem, everything, all the marbles lined up. He can't do that like that no more. He tried it many times.
All the stars lined up, and
all the stars lined up. Yeah, you want to leave now?
Smoked over it.
We about to get out of here anyway. That was a great show. Shit, man, Buddha, don't leave. You're right. Do you agree when I say that? Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Can't do that like that no more.
He went to go take his medication.
And I'm not saying it because I'm picking sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it because I'm picking sides and because I like 50 and none of that shit.
You're right.
Way richer. Way richer because that nigga makes movies on Stars. He puts out series.
You're getting too old to be like this. You gotta come to a time where you go, okay, I can respect both of all these artists for what they doing. You still on some gangbanging shit.
Nah, 50 just be trolling people, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, that's the way he get. That's what's gonna happen to 6ix9ine when he gets older. He's gonna be that type of person. That he's just gonna know how to infuriate shit and add more wood to shit.
In the stomach somewhere one day when he's like 45 years old. What are you talking
about? You know what it is? Those are rock stars, and when rock stars do shit like that, they're not looked like regular people. Regular people will get stabbed later on if they catch them. Look at what happened to Alpo. You understand? It will happen to somebody that's a regular person, but he's a cartoon character. You feel me? So when people see him, it's like you're not gonna catch a case for that.
He's gonna be broken. He's gonna get stabbed up in a Dominican spot, getting lunch somewhere.
Listen, in DR, that nigga escaped DR. He can't even go back there. He beat some girl
in jail, right?
He beat some girl's friend up, and that nigga had to escape DR. They was gonna give that nigga like 20 years, and he was like, "Nah."
Well, that's gonna have to be another show. We're gonna have to do another episode about him.
Yeah, man. Yo, Bush, thank you for having me, man, for sure.
Man, look, into perspective, and this is a bull rap, and this is the cheat challenge. All that wrapped in one. We're gonna organize it though, but anyway, man, we about to get out of here.
Everybody, shout out to everybody in the comments. We appreciate
it.
So, like, subscribe, comment, do all that for us. We definitely appreciate it. We'll
Shouts to the whole chat.
Big facts. Crazy topic, but that's something that we like to discuss, these type of things, because that involves our community and these young dudes getting all this money and then, not knowing what to do with it and how to go about it and avoiding these type of issues that's going to land them. Once you get a job and you think, oh, I could never go to jail. And now turn around and they tell you facing jail time. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? So,
you think that's why T.I. snitched?
It is what it ain't. Hey, we out of here, man. Last words?
Everybody subscribe, and you're going to see a video pop up around here that is going to tell you about some other episode that Bush did. Go ahead and tap on that. You're going to like it if you like this topic.
Facts. Hey, tap in tomorrow, too. Same time, same channels. We out. Peace.